Hello everyone, this is Arafel playing Rain World. Last time, after more attempts than I like to think about, we finally made it to the shelter. And then I tried to keep going down and around the corner into the underhang. As you can see on the map, we got that far, but then I can't find any way to cross this room. So I guess we're going this way instead. Yep, this is the lowest karma symbol, which I'm pretty sure, now that I've experimented with it, means you can get through anytime you want. You don't have to have minimum karma, you just need to have at least that much karma. There's the steam. And yeah, it makes sense if you think about it, because if you consider it like being like a security measure, if you have a higher level security clearance, that doesn't stop you from going in less secure areas. It just lets you get into more secure areas. Okay. So, new and unfamiliar place. I can do that to get food. Hopefully I'll actually be able to get to it. Oh, I have to hit grab? Okay, maybe that's what was causing me trouble last time I saw one of those and couldn't get food. Also, I don't like how exposed this is. I would not be surprised if one of those big condor creatures swooped down at any moment. Right on cue. Okay, I seem to have fought it off, probably. Yeah, I think I need to come up here to make that jump. So, of course, I fall off when I'm trying to line up for it. Ah, well. Let's circle back and do it again. Yep, just ambient noises, mostly wind. Yeah, there is at least audio cues when there's danger nearby. So I'm pretty sure I heard the music start right before the vulture appeared. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I could not have made that jump from below. There was what looked like a bat nest back there, but it was empty. Okay. Comes up here. This probably goes down to the other one. Yeah. Okay, let's see what's up. If I can... Yeah, I can make that jump, no problem. That looks like another bat nest, but again, empty. And yeah, that looks like all that's there. I thought for a second I might be able to keep climbing higher, but it doesn't look like that's the case. Can I make that jump? I mean, I think it's better to come from up here. No, not that way. Turn around. Yeah, you can do that. But I don't think I could have made it from the lower tier. Okay, that looks like another bat nest, but also empty. Not that I need food at the moment, but it's kind of weird that there's just nothing there. There's our vulture friend again. Here's some bats that are actually here. Yeah, I've been calling the vultures sometimes condors, sometimes being inconsistent. I don't know what the heck they're supposed to be. Okay, so here's one exit. This seems to go up. This looks menacing. We're also running low on time before rain. let's try this exit. It goes to... Yeah, still don't know where this is. Yeah, this whole area is unfamiliar, so... Oh, don't do that. I wanted to grab the pole and it didn't grab. And I assume there's an actual pole to grab there. Otherwise, there wouldn't be much point to that connection. Alright, let's try again. Maybe do a different direction. Not that there are that many different directions I can go. Yeah, the map is interrupted because it was switching areas. It's now showing that symbol because we're technically on the far side. But the map is not expanding right now. Which is kind of annoying. Waiting for this to switch would be the perfect time to scout what I've seen already. Or did it not fill out the map because I didn't... No, map is fine. Okay, yeah, let's try the bottom one next time. Or I could try the top. Right. Yeah, you wait for it to finish popping, and then you tap grab when you're touching it. I think the first time I encountered one of those and was able to get food, I didn't need to tap grab. But that may just be because I was able to stay in contact for long enough that it was happening automatically. That has happened with the bats. If you're close enough to them, a slug cat will just grab them when hungry without you needing to press anything. But you can grab them manually when you're not hungry. And you can also grab them manually if they're not being cooperative, basically. So I think that's what happened there, is you just need to... Yeah, you need to press grab if you're not touching it for long enough to auto-grab. Okay. Face left. Jump. I did see that lizard. I don't like that there's a lizard around, but... as far as I can tell, I have to come this way. Let's hope the bird goes away. Okay, so there was... this exit here I didn't try. Actually, no. Let's not attempt that jump. Okay. Fought it off for the moment. There's some more food over there. I see a pearl, bottom left. I'm seeing what look like shadows. Oh, that's not a tunnel. For some reason I thought it was. Oh, well. Looks like the birds and lizards are mostly fighting each other at the moment. Which is good for me. Oh, there's a spear. Oh, there's a lot of those around. Yes, please eat the lizard and leave me alone. Can I grab this while I'm here? If I can make it to a shelter, then hopefully it will stick with me. I don't see a shelter right here. This looks more promising. Doesn't necessarily mean it is, but this feels like someplace I'd find shelter. There's an unlock. New arenas. Looks like some kind of grub. Okay, that's just a shortcut. This will hopefully go somewhere. Yeah, we're more than halfway down the rain timer. Is that... Okay, that is actual climbable lattice and not just background. Sometimes it's hard to tell with the lighting. There was an exit down there. This might also go somewhere. And it's more of a pain to get to, so... We'll try this first. Okay. That's not what I was hoping for, but it is something. Can I get across here? I'm hearing faint danger music. Ooh, shelter. If I can just get to it in time. Alright, let's take a nap in this new area. Let's also get upright. Okay. I'm not exactly sure if this is progress. We've at least explored some and gotten somewhere. Which is always better than not. And a new Mundra pit because we're in a new area, apparently. And let's continue after listening to the rain trickle down. Yes, the food survives. That's very handy to know. Chimney canopy. Danger below. Oh, hey. The little guy's back. The one that's actually helpful instead of just staring at me. Alright, so there's food here. Which is good, but there doesn't seem to be anything else of interest in the immediate vicinity. Alright, it's washing the lizard, I think. Let's see what's down this exit. Grab a food while I'm here. There's another bat nest. So probably just go through there. Yep. Yeah, what's with the gas that they give off all the time? Let's try through here. It seems safer than dropping down blind. At least there's plenty of food here. Okay, this is the other passage I didn't explore before. There's a cyan lizard. Not sure I've seen that particular variety. Okay, so let's try to get over to the right. Danger music. I should be able to get to this fairly easily because you just drop down. But, yeah. We're still out in the open. Or looks like there's another screen below this. Let's risk it. But that's death. Okay. Filling out the map is a sort of progress. Alright, so where can I go from here? Yeah, I think I want to try going where I just was and continuing to the right, if I can avoid being caught by vultures or anything else. Okay. Looked for a second like there was something up there, but it's just that with it telling me where I was, that was interrupting the screen partly. So, yeah, we just drop down here, basically. Yeah, the guide doesn't seem to know what it wants to do right now. I'm getting occasional danger warnings and not much else. Oh, that worked out. That was not what I meant to do, but it worked out. Oh, it's one of those guys. Alright, so we're back here. That was pretty quick. I need to go up and over this structure to be able to get to anything. Or I could have just dropped down over there. Let's go through this to get that on the map. So yeah, if you just drop straight down from that pole, you'll land on that and be able to get over here. And from here, you can get to wherever this goes. We're still out in the open. And I still don't know where I'm trying to go. And it looks like I can keep going down. But as always, up is more difficult, so let's try that first. Okay, looks like just a bat nest up here. Good to know about, but not immediately useful while I'm full. So it looks like we do want to go down. Oh, that's solid. Kind of think of it, I saw something like this in the beach area too. Actually, maybe this is a support for the 5 pebbles superstructure. Yeah, that's why it's black on the map, because it's solid. But yeah, if this is a support, that implies that the similar thing I saw in the beach or shoreline is also a support. which implies that looks of the moon was supposed to be up on those supports, and something happened and they're not anymore. Let's try and get to the... Nope, that's not getting to the food. Can I climb back through this? Yes. There. Wait, there's a shelter that way? Where? Or is it just pointing back to the one I was already at? Alright, let's push on. Rain seems to be coming awfully quickly this time around. Well, maybe not. It's only halfway down. Okay, I guess there's nothing up there. Trying to jump up. That is not up. And of course there's a shelter through that. Okay. Let's hope next time goes a little more smoothly. We are at least getting the map filled out, and we're getting advice from our little friend again, so that's a good sign, I feel like. In any case, until next time, this has been Airfilm playing Rain World. Yep, come back and we'll keep exploring this area and hopefully get to another shelter. If not, there seems like there's a lot of map regardless, so yeah.